The way this chick just got humbled was extremely embarrassing. Y'all, the way this chick was humbled in this thread that I'm getting ready to share with y'all was next level. Let me tell you. And let me say this before I start sharing images with y'all and get into the comments. Ladies, it is absolutely imperative that you all learn that it is not all the time about a job title, a career path, a degree. It is not about that. It is about what somebody is able to do with whatever they have. Some of the most wealthiest of people are the ones that you would least expect. Why? Because they're not wearing their money. They don't find it to be necessary to show off or splurge or try to pretend like they have it. Hey, I know what I have. I know what I got. And so, yeah, let me make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to continue to build upon whatever I have. And blowing my money and trying to show off with it, that is the last thing that you want to do if you are somebody that is about building upon your wealth, building assets, resources, money, the whole nine. But the people that you're looking at and they look like they're the richest and they look like they're the wealthiest, more often than not, they are actually the brokest because all of their money is going into trying to keep up appearances. This is why it is also imperative that we do not get so fixated on keeping up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? Trying to live up a facade or live up to a surface level superficial image that more than likely nobody gives a damn about anyway. So why even go to those extreme measures to try to outdo somebody or look like you're living your best life? No, it is about actually having the money, not just looking like you have the money. All right. So please get that through y'all's pea brains, ladies, before y'all start casting judgment on these men that could be way more richer than you. Y'all are calling these men broke when sis is actually you that's broke. And let me say this, and y'all get the likes up, okay? And I promise y'all, we're going to get into the nitties and gritties in a second. But I got to say this as well. Oftentimes, you all, it is the people that have the most prestigious, if you will, of job titles or career paths that are actually the most broke. And the reason why they are the most broke is because society places such this huge standard upon them that they feel like they have to live up to whatever illusions or whatever facade that society deems for them to be acceptable, if you will. For example, there has been doctors, lawyers, or whatever career field out there to where these people are living way beyond their means due to the fact that other people are looking at them like, well, damn, you're a doctor or you're a lawyer, so you have to drive this type of car, or you have to have these type of shoes, or you have to have this type of wardrobe, because after all, you do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? And so based upon society's pressures that they place upon certain people that have certain job titles or career paths, they ultimately do feel like they have to present to the world this certain image in order to, I don't know, feel like they are being accepted or they are living up to whatever their name is, in which contributes to a lot of cases of those certain people being broke. Oh, I'm a doctor, so I have to drive this type of car. I'm a lawyer, so I have to dress like this and look like that. And so those are actually a lot of the broke people in society. So let's not do too much. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form saying that if you are a doctor or a lawyer that you're broke, but I'm really trying to emphasize the fact that you cannot judge books by their covers all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just cannot. And so many women make that grand mistake, and then they end up looking very stupid in the end, because you could have had a great quality man, but you judged him because he was a plumber. You judged him because he drove buses. You judged him because he worked in retail or whatever the case may have been. But little did you know, that man was actually, a hustler, in the sense of he knew how to accumulate money. He knew how to invest money. He knew how to go out there and work a honest living and a good 9 to 5 to make sure that all of his fronts were covered. And he would have made a great husband for you. But again, because his job title didn't sound like this, or because, he looked like that. He wasn't flashy. He didn't have the latest watches and the latest shoes and all that. It was like, oh, nah, he's broke. I make way more money than him, and you have no idea. And maybe you are a quote unquote prestigious individual yourself, and you're looking at him like, oh, it's no way he could make this amount of money more than me. And little do you know, he does. That job that you saw him working that you deemed to be beneath you was his third job. Was his because I'm bored job. Was his investment job. You don't know. But y'all keep missing out because y'all think that because somebody drives this type of car or this person wears this type of clothing, that, yeah, he's what I need. And you have no idea. But let's get into it, you all. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. And yeah, just watch. All right, you all. So we have a case of a broken bougie chick coming through, belittling a guy that she deemed to be attractive because, he worked at Chick-fil-A. And there's no way in the world that a guy that works at Chick-fil-A could ever amount to anything, right? I'm above his pay grade. And so, yeah, he's cute, but because he's a broke dusty, I'm going to go ahead and leave him in the dust. But let's read this together. And again, y'all like the video. This lady says, ladies, you ever go through a Chick-fil-A drive-thru and see a fine-ass man, but he's working the Chick-fil-A drive-thru? Somebody replies to her and says, what's the issue? The girl says, your site apparently, I mentioned twice he works at Chick-fil-A. So a girl in the comments responds to her and is like, well, what's the issue? He works at Chick-fil-A. He's attractive. Like, I'm not understanding what your issue is. And so she claps back at her like, well, you dummy. Apparently something is wrong with your eyesight because I clearly said that he's a broke dusty because he works at Chick-fil-A, right? So the girl responds and she says, I'll ask it again. What's the issue? She responds and says, he makes less than me. Now, y'all know your little big sis, I can be a little bit, let's say, urban in my vernacular, if you will, but I am very, very much so somebody that is grammatically inclined, and so I'm able to look and see things that are not grammatically correct, and then I want to correct it. All right. So long story short, I can write way better than I can speak. And so she's coming on here talking about he makes less than me when it's supposed to be less than me. Okay. So you're acting like you're so high and mighty and so much holier than thou. And ma'am, you can't even spell. You don't know the difference between than and then. You don't. Then refers to something that is talking about or referring to something that happened after the fact. You know what I mean? I did this and then I did that. You're given a sequence of events. But then, THAN, is talking about value. something being more or less than. So, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get your together, because you over here trying to act like you just so much better, and you can't even tell the difference between then and then, which is simple as. But let's continue. That's beside the point. But again, I just hate when people just try to be so high and mighty, and you're not. Go back to second grade, ma'am, because this is second grade level grammatical error. Anyway, it says, oh, so you asked him how much he makes? What did he say? So again, this woman is giving her pushback and really chin checking her like, okay, well, you're saying that he's broke and, you know, he works at Chick-fil-A and all of this, but how do you even know that? Did you ask him about how much money he's making, or are you assuming based upon a job title? Are you assuming based upon, you know, where he works? So I love how this woman is actually checking her. All right. So the girl responds and she says, Lord help her, and you're getting on my nerves. They make $10 an hour tops. Use your masters and Google it. Ma'am, use your masters and learn the difference between then and then. Then come holler at us. Until then, we don't want to hear nothing more that you got to say. Okay? Until then. Lord have mercy. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let's continue. So the girl then claps back and she goes to Google how much a guy that works at Chick-fil-A may make, right? So it says, hello, I used my masters like you said and Googled. It says, here is what he allegedly makes. Almost $34,000 a year. Okay? So it's showing that Chick-fil-A salary in Atlanta is roughly $33,966 a year, which equates to $16 an hour. So then the girl responds and she says, good job. Like I said, broke. Okay. Let's continue. So the girl then, I guess, goes as far as looking up just how much this chick makes at her job, right? So I'm assuming that this chick, Daphne, did a little bit of investigation and went on to this chick's profile and saw where she worked and, you know, put her master's degree to use some more. So she says, I figured you would say that. I wasn't done. Here's what you allegedly make at Delta. Lord have mercy. He makes more than you. You're the broke one. Whoopsie. Wait a minute. So, and this would just be pissing me off, ladies. Y'all be so quick to call a man broke. And whole time, sis, it's you. Whole time, sis, the men are actually making more money than you. And here's the kicker to it all. Y'all be passing up perfectly good men that you classify to be quote unquote broke when y'all are out here making less than these men, trying to survive on your own, when you could be combining your damn resources and flourishing. So I'm just saying, sis, and it's no shade, but according to this chick's research, you're only making $31,000, $31,922 to be exact, which again is more broke than the Chick-fil-A guy. He's making $2,000 more than you working the damn drive-through. So again, y'all have got to stop. You really do. Y'all are calling these men broke, and it's you. You the broke dusty. Ma'ams, a lot of y'all are the broke dusties. Y'all are some broke hussies. So, please stop. Please stop. Because like I said, y'all really don't know these men's living situation. Y'all don't know what job is his side hustle or whatever the case may be. You really don't know. So just be quiet. Stop thinking that you know more than you actually do, because this right here was absolutely embarrassing. I just would have shut up. I really would have. I would have just shut up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cost of living in today's time is through the roof. So you only making 31,000, and I don't even know if that's before or after taxes. I don't know. But yeah, ma'am, be humble. Be humble. Because it sounds like to me, you need to be working the drive through right along with him. Let's continue, y'all. So apparently, after this chick did all her thorough investigation, she ended up being blocked. Because it's like, oh, hell nah, how dare she, call me out. It says, an admin turned off your ability to post and comment. You won't be able to post, comment, or earn contribution points until October 26th. And then the note from admin says, until you apologize. So now she in her feelings. Now she's salty. You need to be the one that's apologizing. Okay? You are coming through trying to diminish and degrade people, and whole time those same people that you're trying to diminish and degrade are doing way better than you. Okay? They really are. This is why I would never judge a book by its cover. You don't know what people have, what more they have tucked away, what more they have stashed. They could be absolutely doing way better than life than even you are doing, but because you feel like you have this degree or you have this job title or you are working at this building or whatever the case may be, it's like, oh yeah, I just know I'm just so much better off. No, not quite. All right. A lot of y'all are house poor. A lot of y'all are car poor. A lot of y'all are appearance poor. You know what I mean? Y'all spend so much time trying to look like you have it than actually having it, and you end up being the one that is struggling in the long run anyway. So what does it matter, your job title or your occupation? What does it matter that you went to school and got these degrees and all that? What does it matter when the guy that's working at Chick-fil-A is making more money than you, and depending on his lifestyle choices, he could actually be having more money than you as well, tucked away and stashed for a rainy day? You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's really wake that up. Let's really shake that up. Stop it. Get some help. And when I'm saying that, ladies, I literally mean that. You need to stop and get some help from that Chick-fil-A guy, because I'm pretty sure if you got with him, you would be a lot further in life, a lot more advanced, and you wouldn't be out here only making $31,000 a year. I'm telling y'all, like, look. You talking, and then y'all be talking like y'all just the richest chicks in the world. You're not. $31,000 a year in 2025, girl. I just knew you were balling. Okay, I just knew that you were rich the way that you was talking about this Chick-fil-A guy, all for him to be making more money than you. I just knew it. But this is what a lot of these chicks do. They're always talking about what somebody does not have and how somebody else is broke. And lo and behold, you the brokest of them all. Girl. Anyway, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let me know, have you experienced something similar to where maybe somebody thought that because you worked at a certain career field or a certain job that you were automatically broke, and come to find out you were flourishing and doing way better than them? Because I'm going to really stand 10 toes down on the fact that it is really not about what you are making. It is about what you are taking. And when I say what you are taking, I'm talking about what are you taking home with you? How are you managing that? How are you making sure that that money is continuing to grow, continuing to work for you? That matters. Okay? But again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let me know y'all's experiences Have you had to crack some faces and humble a few chicks to let them know, like, hold on now, I'm balling, you're falling? Let me know. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next dope discussion. Much love and peace to my crown heads.